Hey, it's PVSB from the CPG Guys. It should come as no surprise that we think podcasting is an ideal format to learn while being entertained, which is why we love to recommend other podcasts to help fill your rotation. And there's a brand new podcast in the commerce space that comes with a distinct female perspective. eCommerce promotes bold brands, fierce women, and one sisterhood that empowers women in business one conversation at a time. eCommerce is more than just a podcast. It's a community hosted by Christina and Jax, two seasoned CPG leaders with almost 50 years of combined international experience. eCommerce drives deep into the heart of the CPG revolution, tackling the issues that matter most to women in the industry. They're committed to providing real talk, real solutions, and a whole lot of heart. From decoding the latest retail media strategies and accelerating omni-commerce growth, to navigating work-life imbalance, shattering stereotypes, and fighting for wage equality. Nothing is off limits. Check out eCommerce via the link in the digital show notes of this CPG Guys episode and wherever you listen to podcasts. Hello, it's November 25th, 2025. Welcome to episode 12 of the Commerce Riff with the CPG Guys, a weekly short segment burst, digestible 10 minutes of content, both audio and video. We hope you enjoy our curated series. I'm, of course, your co-host, PVSB. I'm joined by Papa Raj himself, co-founder of Think Blue Consulting, the man known as Shri. How you doing, brother?
Doing great. Tired today. Laura's well on a cat's eye tour. We watched him live in Minneapolis. 2 shows back to back in NYC. I haven't gotten any sleep. But man, I got to tell you, the fan love is real. Ria starts a headline tour December 1st, and it's actually right behind me right here. And please do follow our Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube channels. We called it easy, CPG Guys. So let's get to this week. Our first topic, Peter, it seems to be a recurring theme, is Walmart. Take it away.
Yeah, from CNBC, Walmart raised sales and earnings outlook Thursday as the retailer posted revenue gains in its fiscal third quarter, driven by double-digit e-commerce growth and new customers across incomes. The retailer said it expected full-year net sales to climb between 4.8 and 5.1%, Shri, up from the previous expectations of 3.75 to 4.75. It said it expects its adjusted earnings per share to range from $2.58 to $2.63, a slight raise from its prior range of $2.52 to $2.62. It marked the second quarter in a row Walmart hiked its full-year forecast. Walmart's earnings report is the first since the Arkansas-based company announced a leadership change. The big box retailer said last week that John Furner, the CEO of its U.S. business, will succeed longtime CEO Doug McMillon on February 1st, 2026. In an interview with CNBC, CFO John David Rainey said the consumer habits didn't change during the quarter as shoppers spent selectively and looked for deals. He said Walmart has gained those value-seeking customers across incomes. Shri, we've talked a lot of in the past about times are tough. Consumers consolidate around their primary grocery retailer, and that's what Walmart is at the end of the day. Because both of the economic backdrop and its own strategic moves, quote, consumers are looking to do business with those companies that are providing value, that are delivering the convenience that they've come to know and expect, and are executing consistently well, he said. He also said Walmart saw an impact from the pause in Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP benefits, formerly known as food stamps, during the prolonged government shutdown. But he said that that's starting to rebound now that people are receiving those funds again. Walmart also said Thursday that it will transfer the listing of its common stock to the NASDAQ and will begin trading there on December 9th. It's currently traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Will it have the same stock ticker symbol of WMT? That's a really interesting one. Shri, over to you.
Interesting one indeed. So there are top 10 food and beverage trends for 2026 in a data report from Innova Market Insights. I'm going to give you 6 through 10 here today. And I think I picked 6 to 10 on 1 to 5. 1 to 5, I think, are pretty obvious to everybody. So I'm going to go with 6 through 10. The sixth trend is made for moments, which suggests an increase in brands emphasizing the importance of food and beverage product formats for different occasions. Occasion-based innovation is predicted to bring a diverse range of formats, including snacks, meals, and single-serve options. Additionally, an increase in single-person households and couples with children is expected to bring a new wave of meal and snack formats to retail, made for moments indeed. The next one is Worth Every Bite, which predicts that brands can attract consumers by highlighting special pricing, new formulations, minimal processing, and ingredients that are simple and natural. I was screaming up and down the wall 2 years ago, this is what brands need to do to indicate value. The report found that 33% of consumers are searching for value and affordability in their products. 27% of consumers globally said they've increased their purchases of private label by 27%. The next one shows an increase in products with mental health benefits. The Mind Balance prediction highlights the persistence of consumers purchasing food and bev products that provide support for energy levels, stress relief, and brain health. According to the data, 3 in 5 Gen Z and millennial consumers are concerned about their mental health. All right, moving on to the penultimate one. Crafting tradition is the penultimate trend. Innova's research showed that heritage speaks to consumers in uncertain times by offering comfort, reinforcing identity, and strengthening authenticity. The data found consumers typically turn to traditional food and drinks for happiness, comfort, and connection to family. The final trend prediction is justified choices, emphasizing that increased interest from consumers in sustainable practices, aka justified. According to the data, 2 in 5 consumers said sustainability is important when buying food and beverages. Consumers are also willing to pay premium prices for sustainable products when demonstrating factors such as support for local farmers, environmental protections, improved product quality of taste, and sustainable packaging. What's next, Peter?
Fascinating, Shri. Progressive Grocer news came in this week that Kroger is significantly retooling its e-commerce strategy in an effort to improve the customer experience and to drive, ready for this, Shri, profitable sales growth. Following a comprehensive review, the grocer has decided to shutter its automated facilities in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, Frederick, Maryland, and Groveland, Florida in January while monitoring the remaining facilities' performances. Kroger expects these updates to have a positive effect on e-commerce operating profit of approximately $400 million in 2026. This will be used to improve the customer experience through lower prices and better store conditions, while also improving operating margins. Over the past several months, Kroger has steadily expanded its relationship with delivery providers, including Instacart, DoorDash, and Uber Eats, to reach new customers in as little as 30 minutes. Additionally, as part of its new hybrid fulfillment network, Kroger will pilot capital-light store-based automation in high-volume geographies to improve fulfillment capabilities and elevate the in-store customer experience. The adjustments to the network, combined with increased store-based fulfillment, are aimed at improving return on investment capital. Kroger's hybrid e-commerce offerings will deliver accelerated online growth using its strong and growing store footprint, well-established third-party delivery providers, and automated fulfillment facilities where applicable. Quote, e-commerce remains a core part of serving customers who want better value, wide selection, and flexible ways to shop, unquote, said Ron Sargent, Kroger's chairman and CEO. Quote, we are building a strong foundation with 5 consecutive quarters of double-digit e-commerce sales growth and increased profitability improvements. We are taking decisive actions to make shopping easier, often faster delivery times, provide more options to our customers, and we expect to deliver profitable sales growth as a result. Shri, last story to you.
All right, get the fun one. It's our audience's now favorite word, buzzword, call it what you may, which is artificial intelligence. So straight from OpenAI's website, OpenAI and Target partner to bring new AI-powered experiences across retail. With the Target app and ChatGPT, customers will now be able to get personalized recommendations, add everything they need to a cart with multi-item baskets, and check out using driver, order pickup, or shipping. Under the partnership, Target will continue using OpenAI's APIs and ChatGPT Enterprise to boost employee productivity as well and enhance Target's guest experiences. Target, of course, is joining a growing roster that we've already reported on of more than 1 million OpenAI business customers leveraging their models to support core products and platforms. This partnership is growing with a new Target app and ChatGPT and continued use of frontier models that help teams move faster and smarter and deliver even improved guest experiences. Target's work with OpenAI is part of a larger strategy to use technology that elevates the experience for guests, team members, vendor partners. It supports Target's goal of weaving AI through the business, making guest interactions simpler, joyful, and giving teams smart tools that cut friction from everyday work. A big part of the AI transformation is happening inside enterprises, and Target is a great example of what that shift looks like when it's done with ambition and speed, said Fiji Simo, CEO of applications at OpenAI. We're excited to work with Target as they weave intelligence throughout their businesses to create useful and joyful experiences for their customers and their employees. Boy, Peter, Fiji hasn't wasted a minute making new partnerships and relationships with the retailer background from Instacart. Finally, as part of this effort, Target will continue relying on ChatGPT Enterprise, built to work safely with its proprietary data to move faster, cut through busy work, and internally give teams more room to be creative. It has already now been rolled across Target HQ and used by 18,000 employees. All right, folks, that's our take on relevant commerce happenings from so many announcements this past week we thought were meaningful and could not be passed on for a riff. We hope you enjoyed it. Please do click, like our post on all platforms, follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. See you next week.
Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble. The content in this podcast episode is provided for general informational purposes only. By listening to our episode, you understand that no information contained in this episode should be construed as advice from CPG Guys LLC or the individual author, hosts, or guests, nor is it intended to be a substitute for research on any subject matter. Reference to any specific product or entity does not constitute an endorsement or recommendation by CPG Guys LLC. The views expressed by guests are their own, and their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. The views expressed by CPG Guys LLC do not represent the views of their employers or the entity they represent. CPG Guys LLC expressly disclaims any and all liability or responsibility for any direct, indirect, incidental, special, consequential, or other damages arising out of any individual's use of, reference to, or inability to use this podcast or the information we present in this podcast.